Eyewitness narrates how video Vixen Kodak allegedly died amidst Clarence Peters' arrest. Following the arrest of video producer Clarence Peters for questioning of the death of video vixen Lord Divine, popularly known as Picture Kodak, who passed away on 29th of April 2020, an eyewitness narrates the whole ordeal. The eyewitness, identified as Melvin, a video editor who also happens to be one of Clarence Peters' new crew members, took to his WhatsApp status to narrate the whole ordeal. He wrote, "First of all, it wasn't in Clarence's house. This happened in the studio. Secondly, Clarence wasn't even there. Thirdly, I will just tell you guys, if your phone has a metal body, just get a pouch. Never plug your phone when your body is wet. Oh, and those that like to use their headphones while charging, please stop." I left LD and a colleague in the rehearsal room after feeding my eyes with them having fun in their art, giving the moves amongst different dance steps. I got to the studio and sat with a colleague. Minutes later, LD walked in sweaty with her colleagues. No shoes on, pressing her phone, till she got to a mobile extension box. This extension box is meant for the lighting department. If you have ever been on set, you will get a picture of what I'm typing. These boxes usually have multiple sockets. They are wired to be able to carry the voltage of the kind of lights used. Clarence would always want to never plug your phones on set or in the studio. If you have ever been on Clarence's set, you will be familiar with the vixens and models or dancers always begging Clarence to get their phones back because he would always seize them when they all don't adhere to warnings. Now, all of this was at the studio in a building downstairs, while Clarence was upstairs in his office in a different building. After LD had walked in and sat down on the floor, I was on my phone, same with my colleague, till we heard a bang. My colleague looked back to see what had happened. I saw his face looking curious, so I stood up to see what he was looking at. This time, we saw a spark from LD's phone lying on her chest. We rushed to her to see that she had been electrocuted. My colleague picked up the phone. He felt a shock and threw it away. I remember kicking the extension box away somehow. Then we carried her somewhere safer, tried to revive her. She was responding with gasps. Our colleagues were calling her names, blowing air. I went out to call for help. Other people came in, then Clarence was notified. Clarence rushes downstairs in the middle of all of this. She was still fighting to breathe, milk in her mouth, air blowing her. She was carried in a car. They got to an hospital in the estate and they wouldn't even open the gate. Moved from there to a different hospital outside the estate. Thankfully, their gate was open, so a straight drive in, but they wouldn't allow her to be brought in. A nurse came and kept saying the doctor was coming till she breathed her last breath. The doctor finally came and checked her and said she was dead. So I guess that's what they learned for years to say. Or maybe the word emergency was just never taught in their years of study. For more of this juicy entertainment news, please log on to our website at www.broadwaytv.tv and on Instagram at TheBroadwayTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Broadway Africa.